Hello everyone, welcome to clip 21. Good morning, Sensei.
Good morning. Good morning.
Can you please continue with Okinawa?
Okinawa.
Mhm.
Right. This is clip number 21. And we continue from Okinawa, where Sensei accepted me in the dojo and was the training, how I used to go for training back and forth every day, these 5-6 kilometers on the mountain, going up and coming down from Okinawa city to Jaguru. People who have been to the dojo, they know how the hills are, how high is it. To going down is very easy, but after training and then going up the hills is terrible. So I used to do this like 3 times a day, 3 times a week to this dojo,
Okay.
and 2 times to the other dojo. It's like about 5 times a week. And twice a day is my training. Morning, one time I'll be training. That's the Moromi dojo, we call it. Moromi dojo is the place where Moromi is in Okinawa city. And the place is called Moromi, and Sensei calls this dojo Moromi dojo. And just opposite the dojo was an old hut, you can call it, or an old house. And nobody stays in this house actually. And it was abandoned. And after my first visit, Sensei gave me an apartment to stay, as I said. I don't know whether I have told this in the last episode. He gave me free of charge the training. I'm in the apartment. How this happened is one day after the training, I extended my time after saving my money, not eating and not wasting money, don't take buses and walking. I saved my money and I extended my training from 1 week to 5 to 6 weeks. I stayed there. I think must be 5 weeks or 6 weeks. I'm not sure. So I extended my stay over there and got some money from my wife, asked her to send me some money. So I stayed over there. And training was really hard. And after 2 weeks, Sensei came down and said, "Hey, I found your emails. I found your fax and telegrams that you are coming." As his secretary found all this under the table. Under all the other letters. So he came and said, "Sorry." And I said, "It's okay, Sensei." And he said, "I got a good news for you. I've got an apartment for you." So he put me in an apartment in Okinawa city. It's in the top of the mountains. And he was, what do you call, real estate is his job, Sensei. So he buys buildings and then he sells building. So he bought this building and he hasn't sold yet. It's an old building and was nothing inside, just a place to stay, but was a big apartment. I have a big veranda. I have a rooftop. I have a kitchen. I have a sleeping room. I have a shower in this. So he didn't tell me anything. He said, "You can come and stay here. You don't need to stay in the hotel." Due to this, I've been also be able to stay a little bit longer. But I didn't know what was the price, rent. So I asked Sensei, "What is the rent?" "Oh, we speak about it later." So every day I used to go down and go up and then go to the dojo, climb up the stairs and go to my room and go. And one day as I was going down, I noticed something different. And I thought something's wrong. I go back up the stairs and I came down. I felt my knee pace is gone early in the morning. I remembered this and I went back to the dojo and I told Sensei, "Sensei, today my knee pain is gone." And he said, "I told you, just train." So I tell my students even today this story. I think I told about this in the last episode. Yes. Anyway, I was staying in this apartment. I was training here. Then the second trip or the third trip, when I went, the second dojo is Moromi, and that was his office. And opposite house, he used to have an old hut, as I said. Because he sold the other building and then this hut was down there. Now this hut is his main office. Yes. And the old office is no more there. So he made it a building and everything, but this hut was down there before. And he said, "You can stay there and sleep there." This is a terrible, what should I say? Erlebnis in English, I'm looking for it. Experience. Experience in life for me. I used to be sleeping on the tatami.
Okay.
There's a tatami. In winter time, it's really cold. Shower and everything, you have to go outside, and there's just a tap. Outside is ice cold sometimes. So in the morning, you have to go there and wash and everything. It's inside the house a little bit, but outside, just nearby, just inside the building. And I used to stay there. You can cook whatever you want. There's a stove and everything. So I used to be staying down there, sleep on the floor. In first experience, I didn't know that I need a sleeping bag or anything. So when the first time when I was staying in the apartment, the old apartment, there was no such thing as mat, and it was only tatami there. And I used to have 2 or 3 karate gis. An old karate gi I will put roll it and put it for my for my head as a pillow. And another karate gi just to close myself from cold or anything in the night. Legs are all free.
Oh my God.
And the next day, the old karate gi I have to wash or dry it, and used to wear it for the night to sleep and for the head. No blanket, nothing, things like that, or bedsheet or anything, just on the floor. And in the second room was the same thing. And in the second room, when you sleep, suddenly you'll see cockroaches going all over you.
Oh God.
Yes, this kind of experience. And really cold. And sometimes I used to, the old karate gi, which I have sweat, roll it and put it on the head as a pillow, and the other one, new one, just to close myself. And cockroaches used to be going. So you have to wake up. And this kind of life I had. And was a very hard way. And then early in the morning for training and all this stuff, and then evening come back. In the night, you can't sleep. There's a lot of dogs fighting among each other. And the worst thing is this American base is nearby, not very far away. The Americans get drunk and they start fighting at night outside, hitting each other or fighting with the Okinawan people. And you have to just hear all this stuff and you can't sleep. And dogs barking and cats shouting and all this type of stuff. But you have to just forget it, and when you are tired, you sleep. I used to sleep. So Sensei used to tell this to all the Americans who come down, like Jeff Nagata, Sensei, Sensei Dan Smith. I think you have experienced Sensei Smith and Sensei Nagata if you are seeing this video. They said, oh, okay, Sensei used to tell them, Jamal lives a very hard life. He trains so much. He walks so much to the dojo. He comes. He sleep in this kind of room. And it's a hard life. So Dan Smith once said, oh, if that's the case, I will also sleep. So he came. He slept one night. And the next day, Dan Smith Sensei ran away to the American army camp. I think he has got a place in the army camp where he can sleep. He ran away. Then Nagata Sensei heard about this. Nagata Sensei said, I also want to do that. So Nagata Sensei came and slept. He used to be in the night, he can't sleep because of these cockroaches running around. In the morning at 5 o'clock or 5:30, I used to smell food. I thought I was dreaming. Now, it was not dreaming. Our guy, Nagata, couldn't sleep because of the cockroaches. He used to be already making soup and breakfast cooking already. So later he said, hey, food is ready, wake up. So wake up and eat early in the morning. And later I found out because of the cockroaches and all this stuff, he can't sleep. But he used to stay also with me sometimes. So this kind of place, we had a hard life. People like from Argentina, Maroli-san or the Maroli Sensei used to come. He also used to train, and Sensei used to give this apartment free of charge. And the other apartment, my first trip when I came, was a wonderful time. And before going, Sensei, I asked Sensei, sometimes Sensei will be coming in the evening to visit me. He brings 2 ice creams. So nice of him, and then he said, hey, I was down here just now, you were not here. Sensei, I went for jogging. Oh, sit down, I have brought you now ice cream. And then both of us used to be sitting down in the veranda, eating ice cream in the evening, when it's like a Saturday or Sunday, and talk about the karate life and karate histories of his time, my time, Malaysia and other countries and all this stuff, India and all these things. It was a nice time. So anyway, when I wanted to leave, Sensei said, I'll send you to the airport. My first visit I'm talking about. And from this apartment, which I have to go upstairs, from that apartment, I said, Sensei, I want to pay for this apartment. What do you want to pay? I said, the rent for this. Oh, forget it. This is my apartment. You don't need to pay. So inside I was thinking, my God, why didn't you tell me this earlier? If you have told me earlier, I would have had some better foods and other things, So I have saved my money to pay this, and now you don't want any money. So anyway, I gave him money. He didn't want to take it. Even for training, no, I don't want. His idea is if somebody loves karate and wanted to train, he's not worried about money. This is the man I'm talking about, not other Okinawa senseis. This sensei is the man who is not interested in money. Whether he likes you or he don't likes you, that's the question. And if he likes you, and if you're really interested in karate, you don't have money, he will give out his money. He give out his money, take you out for food and drinks. This is the generosity and the character of this sensei. I haven't seen this kind of senseis. Not so many. Draga sensei is one of them. Kanai sensei is one of them. But this sensei was very strict, but his teaching was different than to Kanai sensei. But his character was a totally different character. And I liked this character, and I said, I like some of his things which I wanted. So anyway, when I went to the airport, he brought me to the airport, sending me. And we were standing down there in the airport, and I said, Sensei, I have a letter for you inside. Please open this and read it when you are in your office or when you get back home. He took it, okay, thank you, and put it inside his coat. Inside, I put some money. I remember like about $200 or $300, I don't know. And a long letter, which I wanted to express my thankfulness and everything I put to him. Because if I give him money in anything, he won't take it. I knew that. So I gave it to him, and before we left, Sensei gave the hand, and I bowed, and he said, wish you all the best. And I told him, Sensei, I will come back, or I will invite you. He said, okay. His idea maybe he won't come back. Maybe he will invite me, maybe he won't. But before leaving, he said one thing, whatever happens, I repeat this, I get goosebumps when I am talking about this.
Yes, I see it.
Whatever happens, I will back you up. He said that, whatever happens, I'll back you up. I'll stay for you. He said that, and he does that till today.
It's a great honor.
A really great honor. And I went back home. I started teaching my students whatever I learned in these 5-6 weeks. All the Kihon Renshu, all the Zenshin Kotai, all the Ippon Kumite, katas up to Goji Shiho, Junan Taisho, all this I trained what I learned in these 5-6 weeks. I brought it back and taught to my students. And next thing is in about 4 or 5 months, I was contacting every month and weeks. I was writing letter to Sensei, and he started writing back.
Oh, wow.
Before he doesn't write,
Yes.
And I was informing what is going on. And I told him, I'm going to invite you. So he said, what? Are you really? He didn't expect, I said, I will be sending you the ticket soon. So it goes on, then I can explain to you in the next episode what happens.
Okay. Thank you, Sensei, for this interesting clip.
Time with Sensei, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
these 2 hotels, the two apartments, one is my apartment, which I was staying upstairs. Has a long history. Whenever people like Doug Aoki Sensei from Canada goes, Sensei used to tell him, hey, this is the apartment Jamal used to stay. And he writes to me. And his apartment is no more there. That was his apartment. He used to tell stories about me to Aoki-san. And the another apartment that is also normal there, we call it that the Moromi Hilton. Could you believe it? Yeah, that is the name Nagata and Dan Smith sensei gave. They used to ask me, hey, where are you staying? And I used to say, Moromi Hilton. I said, Moromi Hilton, where is that? And then when they saw the hut, we used to laugh, still talk about Moromi Hilton. And we laugh about this. And they used to come to pick me up, Dan Smith, they rent a car in the morning to go out or something sometimes. They and one more lady, I cannot remember her lady, his student. They all used to come, they come and say, Jamal! Like the cats used to shout, They used to shout at me and they called me. And we used to have a nice time those days. Yeah. Yeah. I won't forget those wonderful days in those Moromi Hilton. So when I say I used to stay in Moromi Hilton, people say, what? Hilton? You must be very rich. Yes. But they won't stay in that hotel. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Till the next time.
Thank you. Goodbye. Bye.